Hello everyone and welcome to my first YouTube video. Today we are going to be cooking pulled barbecue chicken in a crock pot. This recipe I will post in the description. We have all the ingredients here besides Worcestershire sauce. I just moved and I kind of forgot to buy it, so sorry. But we have our chicken breasts. We're going to season the chicken breasts with some salt, pepper, and also some cayenne pepper just to add a little bit of heat. And then we have some Italian dressing, some barbecue sauce, and some brown sugar to create the sauce for the barbecue pulled chicken. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is add 2 chicken breasts to our crock pot. And we're gonna do it very cleanly and not get salmonella. Sorry, I wasn't showing it. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and throw those in there, slap them on in there. So not gonna lie, I thought I put 2 in, but it turns out this is 2 separate chicken breasts, so we're gonna cook 3. So we are ready to season our chicken breasts. I know the recipe online only says to add salt until taste, but I'm gonna include some pepper and some cayenne pepper. As far as salt goes, I just put a lot of salt in because I like salt. And then same with pepper. I'll put a healthy amount of that in there. And lastly, the cayenne pepper. This one comes out really fast, so I'm trying to be careful. And then I'm gonna go ahead and flip these and season the other side. So now that both sides of the chicken breasts have been seasoned, I'm gonna move on to making the sauce. Maybe I should have made the sauce first. Oh well, we're moving on to making the sauce. So moving on to the ingredients for the barbecue sauce. We're gonna be making our barbecue sauce using some BBQ sauce. 1 cup of that. We're also gonna have a 1/4 cup of Italian dressing. And then we're not adding Worcestershire sauce because I didn't buy any, but I'm missing some. Wait a second. Really? You took the brown sugar again? God. All right, so back to where we were. He's a little bit mad that I took his brown sugar. You can actually see the tears in his eyes, but we're not gonna worry about him right now. So I have the brown sugar, 1/4 cup, Italian dressing, 1/4 cup, and the barbecue sauce, 1 cup. I didn't show you guys me filming them because you don't need to see that, but I will say the barbecue sauce container made a really funny farty noise. So I kind of wish I showed you guys that. But anyways, so yeah, I will go ahead and combine all of these into the bowl. That's a problem. Okay, so I used a spoon to get the rest of the barbecue sauce out, so let's go ahead and add the Italian dressing now. So yeah, let's go ahead and add that in. And lastly, we'll go ahead and add our brown sugar. All right, obviously we're gonna wanna mix this up. I have a little spoon here, and you wanna make sure you do a really good job of mixing it, or else the brown sugar can be pretty gritty in spots. You can use whatever kind of spoon you want for mixing. Some people prefer a little spoon, some people prefer a big spoon. For me, I prefer the little spoon, but that just depends on the person. But anyways, this is about what it should look like. All right, so next part is gonna be dumping the sauce over the chicken. Look at how beautiful that sauce looks in the light. All right, so this part's pretty easy. Just dump it all on in there. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed another spoon and got the rest of the sauce in there. So now we're just gonna go ahead and mix the chicken up in the sauce. Make sure it all gets a little bit of sauce on it. Honestly, I don't even know how necessary this step is, just because once it cooks, the sauce will get all over everything anyways. There we go. That's pretty good. Now we're ready to go ahead and hook up the crock pot and start cooking. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get started. We're gonna cook the chicken for, let's say 3.5 hours on high. So let's go ahead and Oh, it's not plugged in. What should I unplug, the Ninja or the Keurig? Keurig. All right. Come on. Oh, it's upside down. All right. We're plugged in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and power this up. Oh, I turned it off. Power it up. Select high. 3 hours and 30 minutes, and we are good. While I was waiting, I wrote a haiku about barbecue chicken. So let me begin. Barbecue chicken. I love barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. Thank you. All right, so our 3 hours and 30 minutes are up. So we'll go ahead and take the top off. So now I'm gonna take 2 forks and go ahead and start to break up the chicken breasts. And since they've been cooking for 3 hours and 30 minutes, they should tear very easily. I don't know what you guys did with your 3 hours and 30 minutes, but for me, I folded some laundry and then my dog unfolded the laundry. So then I refolded the laundry. So yeah, I had a pretty decent 3 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so all the chicken is shredded and it looks very good. The next step in the recipe is to let it cook for 15 more minutes to let all the juices sink in. But I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna skip that step. So I will show it to you plated next. So here is the final cooked meal. As you can see, it looks very nice and juicy. Kind of omitting the bun. If you're feeling really fancy, you could put this on top of a burger and make one of those like BBQ Southwestern burger things. But yeah, I forgot to make any vegetables or anything because I was really excited because this is my first YouTube video. Last thing I wanted to show, this is what the dishes looked like after making this meal. So obviously the Crockpot's gonna be included in the dishes, but yeah, so it's a pretty easy meal dishes wise. Most of these can go just straight into a dishwasher. Moving on to how we're gonna score our meals. We're gonna rank them on 3 different standards: taste, effort, and cost. And then we'll average out all these scores to create an overall score. 10 is gonna be a good score, 1's gonna be a bad score, 5's gonna be average. So that's how we're doing the scoring. So let's get right into it. Starting off with taste. All these scores are opinions, obviously, made by myself and Savannah. And the taste is a 7 out of 10. Not too bad. It's definitely an above average meal. If you like barbecue, you probably rate it a little bit above that. I gave it an 8. Savannah gave it a 6. So if you're a fan of barbecue, I would highly recommend making this meal. Effort-wise, we gave it a 9 out of 10. It's a very easy meal to make, not a lot of dishes afterwards. All you have to do is throw some chicken breasts into a crock pot, make a sauce, dump that over it, and just turn it on. Super easy. And lastly, looking at cost, we gave it an 8 out of 10. It's pretty cheap. The only kind of expensive thing is the barbecue sauce because you pretty much use a majority of the container when making this, but it's not that big of a deal. And overall, the average of the 3 scores was an 8 out of 10, so a really solid meal. And we're going to rank each meal overall, and obviously since we've only made 1 meal, this one ranks first overall as of right now. Thank you for watching my first YouTube video. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed the video. You can also comment if you didn't enjoy the video. Leave me some critiques. Leave me some recommendations on what to cook next. So yeah, thank you for watching.